My name is Alicia Beyer, and you're listening to Here's My Secret, a podcast about demystifying women religious. This podcast was inspired by the SisterStory project. The SisterStory project is an oral history project about women religious seen through the eyes of college students. Each semester, about 10 students from participating universities spend an hour a week with a Catholic sister getting to know each other. The goal of this project is to remove the mystery behind religious life and to humanize these women who have devoted their lives to God, the church, and their community. This podcast came out of my own time spent with a sister. Her name is Sister Joan. My time with Sister Joan had very unexpected results, in a good way. Her presence and life were healing for me. I wanted to know if other students had the same reaction, so I started interviewing other students on the project. And this podcast series is what I learned. In this episode, I interviewed Alexa Harnagel about her experience with the SisterStory project. Alexa and I were both part of the first group of students to do this project in the spring of 2014 at St. Catherine's University. Since then, we have both continued with this project. This is Alexa's story.
I don't think Sister Mary knows how much she kind of changed me, I guess. But she definitely, I kind of struggled at the beginning at St. Kate's, and this project and also knowing her made me a lot happier. It made me feel more like I belonged at, like I was supposed to be at St. Kate's. And so that was really huge for me. I'm Alexa Harnagel. I'm a second-year student at St. Kate's. I am a chemistry major, theology minor. It was really interesting to me because everyone really got really close with their sisters, and I did, but it was definitely in a more professional way, and it kind of struck me as different. But then when I was reflecting back on it a few days ago and I was starting to think about this project, I kind of realized that we connected a lot more than I had first thought we did, especially on just things like kind of like a minimalistic living and really caring about the people in your life, not the things in your life. And that's really important to me, and it was really important to her. So it was really kind of this special thing that we bonded over, and it ended up making it a really peaceful place for me to go, especially when I was really stressed out. I would be able to go and spend like an hour with her just talking about my week and her week, and I would talk about my family a lot, which was nice, and just kind of the things that were going on at St. Kate's. And she was always like a really kind presence for me, and she always kind of brought me back down to earth, and that was really nice. I actually miss getting to hang out with a sister once a week because they're so fun, and they have this energy that no one else really has because they are just happy and they love what they do, and they have such a strong faith, and I think that's really inspiring. And so the whole project and knowing Sister Mary and getting to be around her every week made me a happier person, like genuinely happier, which is something that I struggled with in the past, is being happy. It's really become a creative outlet for me, one that I didn't realize that I needed. And as soon as I started having it, I've just felt more fulfilled, and like I've really been able to be a more whole person because I get to use different parts of my brains and think about different things, and it gives me a break from thinking about physics and chemistry and kind of go into a different world almost, and then come back and I feel like I can focus and do physics and chemistry better for that reason. But then also the people have just ended up being some of the best people I know. They're encouraging and supportive and creative, and it's just been a really good environment to be in, and it always is, and I've really, really appreciated that. It really can be, I would say, life-changing. Like, it's really changed my perspective on so many things, and it's hard work, but it's worth it.
You've been listening to Here's My Secret, a podcast sponsored by the Conrad N. Hilton Foundation. I want to say a special thanks to Garrett Tiedemann and Alexa Harnagel for your help, and this episode featured music by Garrett Tiedemann and How How. For more information about the SisterStory project and to listen to Alexa's podcasts, Check out the Sister Story website at sisterstory.org.